Am I audible?
Yes.
Having friends in life is a wonderful gift from God. But having friends who leave an unforgettable imprint on your personality is rare. If you have friends who motivates you, who guide you, and who inspires you, then you're a lucky cube. I meant lucky three folds. Respected Toastmasters, fellow youth leaders, parents and guests, a warm good evening.
Good evening.
How many of you consider yourself lucky here? Wow, good number. I consider myself a lucky cube, and the honor of making me feel lucky has to be dedicated to a close friend of mine, Ryan. So let me take you through this mood-wavering story of my friend, Ryan. Ryan, a sixth grader, then was studying at Al-Hussan School, Jubail. Ryan had all facilities and luxuries he would aspire for. He was leading a wonderful life with his parents and siblings until the one unfortunate day came, which brought him a heartbreaking news. On that unfaithful day, Ryan had been waiting for his father to call so he could ask him to go to his grandmother's house. The phone rang. Ryan ran and picked it up and said cheerfully, "Hello, it's Ryan speaking." From the other side came a voice which said, "I'm speaking from Al-Mana Hospital. May I speak to an elderly person?" Ryan replied with a confused tone, "My mom isn't at home. I'm her son. You can tell me your message and I'll convey it to her." The man replied, "I'm sorry to say that your father had met an accident this evening and he's no more. We request a responsible family member to come here to fulfill the further requirements." His face turned pale, his eyes got filled with sorrow tears, and his life was capsized upside down. Ryan said, "The hardest moment in my life is when I saw my dead body covered with sand." Friends, at this point, I'll stop and ask you a question. If we come across a situation where we lose someone special, what would be our general reaction? Don't you all agree with me that we'll all be lost in our grief to an extent that we lose the track of our daily routine?
Yes.
And at times lose our goals?
Yes.
But this boy Ryan was different. His thoughts was of a man. However, the first 2 years after his father's death, he didn't stay at home because he saw his father at every corner in the house. But this year, he realized that his mother needs him the most. So he decided to stay back at home and stood beside her. At this time, he was free. So he read a lot of books, gathered knowledge from everywhere, and increased his knowledge with an intensified zeal and commitment. And the result was unbelievable. This year, Ministry of Education had asked each school to give 2 names of the best students, and Ryan was nominated. He took a test which is not related to his academic curriculum, but which would identify him as one of the 10 most intelligent students in the entire KSA. He crossed this test with an enthralling success. And now, Ministry of Education had offered him a wonderful opportunity. He's going to move from grade 6 to grade 9 because of his extreme abilities. This shows that he broke all barriers, stood against art of life, which he never knew before his father's death. He acted, realizing the importance of what had to be done, rather than what had already been done. Dear youth leaders, life is a challenge. Rarely is easygoing, but mostly is a challenge which we should take. Challenge, never look for age, or if you're able to face it or not. They just encounter us at any mood of life. Breaking barriers and fighting against the art of life is a test. It is a commitment that everyone should take. And people like Ryan leaves a footprint by setting an example. So friends, don't you feel motivated to achieve your goals?
Yes.
Aren't you all convinced that it is the inertness or the alertness of a person that makes a situation productive or unproductive?
Yes.
Dear youth leaders, by this story of my friend Ryan, I strongly urge every one of you to break barriers. Listen to your inner self, motivated to achieve the best. Yes, we can do it, and we can do it. Over to you.